Hi, I'm Gail Jervis, and welcome to Life After 65. Today I'm sharing part 3 of What You Need to Know About Your Hearing series, and I'm quite excited to tell you that there are research findings that have concluded we can actually improve and enhance our hearing. I'll be sharing, I think, at least 9 simple actions that you can take to enhance your hearing, and most of them are just fun to do. Number 1. Music can enhance our hearing. In studies performed by Mina Kraus, who directs the Auditory Neuroscience Laboratory at Northwestern University, she has found that older musicians not only hear music better, did you catch this also? It was older musicians, their brains are better at processing many different types of sounds. Her research proved our brain's adaptability. And I think what's exciting to us is that this study was working with older people, and they have learned they can improve their auditory processing abilities. Their abilities were already improved because they were musicians. Now, Dr. Nina Kraus's research on how musicians improve auditory processing actually gives us some practical strategies that you and I can do even if we aren't professional musicians. Here are simple, actionable suggestions based on her findings. Listen to music. Choose songs from different genres or eras and focus on identifying the instruments or the melody or rhythms. Because if we actively engage with the song, with the music, it improves our auditory discrimination and attention, which is similar to how musicians process those complex soundscapes. You could listen to music and try to isolate the sound of the bass guitar or the piano in a song. Now, you could also play. Do you remember that show called Name That Tune? Well, you could play Name That Tune. YouTube has different episodes for Name That Tune, or you might check out Guess That Song. The one that I was listening to the other day was Guess the Song, Greatest Hit Music 100 Songs. I can leave a couple links for you below on some of the YouTube episodes that has us working on our hearing, and as we identify different songs. So what you're given is a short clip of music, and you have to guess in a short amount of time what the song is before they tell you what the name of the song is. Now, can you imagine getting a group of people together and working on this and enjoying it, turn it into a competition? Who guessed the song first? How many points do you get for every song you identify? You not only have an enjoyable evening, but you're helping yourself and others to sharpen their memory and auditory recognition. You're actually strengthening the brain's ability to process sound quickly. Now, if you're listening to music, clap, tap rhythms, play some upbeat music, clap or tap along with the beat. Because if you're listening to all those beats and rhythm, you are training your auditory motor coordination. And also, well, if you are lucky the ones to already play an instrument, you're already working on your auditory processing. But if you aren't, learn to play a simple instrument. Actually, what you could do is invite a few people over and say, let's learn together. You each buy a ukulele or a harmonica and learn how to play together. You don't need to aim for mastery. All you're doing is practicing some simple melodies, and that's enough because it engages the auditory system deeply, training your brain to recognize and predict sound patterns. Something else you can do, you could join a local choir or host a karaoke night. Again, YouTube has all sorts of karaoke music. Singing involves active listening and pitch matching. And those are skills we use daily, and the musicians use daily. So we should be using them daily because singing activates auditory processing and reinforces sound memory. Or if you don't have a group together, you can still sing along to some of your favorite songs at home. By incorporating these simple activities into your routine, you can train your brain to process sounds more effectively, and then you benefit from the insights of Dr. Kraus's research, and you never did need to become that professional musician. Now, number 2, meditation for better hearing. Meditation can actually enhance our hearing by improving focus and blood flow, because meditation then helps our brain focus sounds more effectively. It's been linked to improving auditory focus and processing. Research indicates that mindfulness practices enhance attention, which is critical for distinguishing those subtle sounds, and improves blood flow to the auditory cortex, supporting overall hearing health. Kind of a win-win situation of learning to meditate, isn't it? Apps like Headspace or a Christian meditation app is Abide. They're great for guided meditation sessions. Start with just 5 minutes a day. I mean, that's why I like these apps. You could find some meditations also on YouTube that are free, and maybe try those out initially. But I eventually did buy one just because I found it was easier even to note how many minutes I wanted. Did I want a 5-minute one, 10-minute one, or 15-minute one? So I had control over the length of the meditation. Now, next one, number 3. A study led by J.P. Witten, a 2014 study, focused on whether auditory training, specific auditory training, can improve hearing abilities even in adults with mild to moderate hearing loss. Those participants engaged in structured auditory exercises, and they were designed to enhance sound recognition and speech processing. And guess what? They indeed did learn that, yes, the brain is able to adapt and improve auditory processing through those targeted exercises. And because of that research, there are now several apps and online programs inspired by research like this one that I just mentioned, and they offer exercises, specific exercises to improve auditory skills. You might check out Audio Cardio and LACE. LACE stands for Listening and Communication Enhancement. Number 4, listen to audiobooks. In a 2005 study led by S.M. Smith, they advocated that we listen to audiobooks, not just for enjoyment, which I thoroughly enjoy, but actually now I've learned that I have a good reason for listening to audiobooks. They challenge my brain to process auditory information, and it improves auditory attention and comprehension. I mean, the study suggests that engaging with these narrated stories enhances our listening skills by encouraging our focus and auditory memory retention. Number 5, think positively about aging. Now, this might surprise you, but a study shared in the book Breaking the Age Code by Becca Levy found that older adults with positive beliefs about aging, well, they actually experience less hearing decline. If you want to know more about the benefits of having positive beliefs about hearing, check out the link below. It's Extend Your Life by 7.5 years. Now, number 6, auditory identification games. They can enhance our hearing. A 2013 study led by S. Anderson. They wanted to see if we could engage in auditory identification games and sound-focused activities to see if that could improve our auditory processing and hearing abilities. And they focused on environmental sounds such as bird calls or traffic noises. So in other words, paying attention to those sounds that are around us can actually enhance our auditory temporal processing so that we have better differentiation of sound patterns. And so that's what you could do. You could take a walk outside and see what sounds. You hear a plane up in the sky? Do you hear some birds singing? Do you hear some traffic in the background, rustling leaves? Or more simply, you can check out YouTube for what's called sound quizzes. And they train your body to differentiate and label sound patterns because they'll play a sound and you have to guess whether you heard the right sound. Number 7. Regular exercise can enhance our hearing. A 2010 study led by T.E. Hillary concluded that exercise not only improves cardiovascular health, but exercise ensures adequate blood flow to the inner ear. This supports the health of hair cells inside the ear, which is crucial for sound detection and processing. Number 8. Have your hearing tested, even if you think your hearing is perfectly fine. After all, a 2019 study from Statistics Canada estimates more than half of Canadians between 40 years old to 79 have some sort of hearing loss. And among those people with hearing loss, guess what? 77% do not perceive that they have any hearing loss. Until, of course, they finally went and had their ears checked. Hearing aids can help even if you only have mild hearing loss. Sometimes we think, okay, I'm missing maybe a few words here and there, but it's no big deal. Actually, it is a big deal because even mild hearing loss without hearing aids, without using hearing aids, you have twice the opportunity of getting dementia. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, click subscribe and notify so that you will continue receiving content that helps you and me to redefine aging. And also, if you haven't yet watched the first 2 parts of What You Need to Know About Your Hearing series, click on the videos that's on your screen. You'll discover the dangers, and my goodness, I mean serious dangers, of undiagnosed hearing loss and how we can protect our hearing. Till then, bye.